What's up guys, this is tfiely. So, as you can tell from the thumbnail, as we head to the mid-season of 2024, we look at our top 20 NASCAR drivers who have shown the fulfillment of consistency, determination, and what it takes to exceed such expectations out of wall speed. This will be the first time I will discuss a topic like this, so please don't blame me for my thoughts and opinions throughout this video. So, here we go. Starting with number 20, Austin Hill. With 2 drafting track wins to begin 2024, he could be one of the championship favorites coming in this season. His attitude, however, reflects how he can be inexplicable on track and off track. You can call him a villain of the Xfinity Series Championship, and his personality clearly shows that he can be punchable and obnoxious. Nonetheless, this is looking to be another great season right ahead of him. Along with 7 top 5s and 9 top 10s at the time of this recording. Number 19, Sam Mayer. After a tough start to his Xfinity Series campaign, he has been flying out of the park, consistently racing out front in JRM equipment. We know how well he's going to propel his championship hunt in 2024. With 7 top 5s, 8 top 10s, and an average finish of 11.0 in the past 11 races, he's definitely gonna be right in the mix when it's crunch time before the playoffs begin. Expect him to get a couple more wins for the time being. 2 of his wins came in crazy outcomes. Number 18, Cole Custer. The defending and reigning champion of the Xfinity Series. His season has been terrific and outstanding without a win. This is comparably better than last season, as he's on track to exceed expectations and goals, while SHR is shutting down on the Cup side of things. Custer is one of the championship favorites heading to the mid-season, as he's going to have to fend off Hill, Allgaier, etc. Once things start to click in, he has the best average finish out of the Xfinity field with an 8.9 alongside 6 top 5s and 12 top 10s. Number 17, Christian Eckes. The current leader of the Craftsman Truck Series. He is setting his standards as a championship contender for the title. Apart from these things, he will have to stay humble and fully committed against his own rivals to execute more positive results in the bag. He's exceptionally superior in the short tracks, but that doesn't stop him from hitting his marks. With an average finish of 7.3, 6 top 5s, and 11 top 10s, Eckes has what it takes to fulfill his momentum before the playoffs began. Additionally, he has the most laps led out of everyone in the truck field. Number 16 was Chastain. He's been quietly, consistently running in the top 15 despite some of his moments from the Daytona 500, Texas, Kansas, Darlington truck race, and most recently, Sonoma. The Melon is stacking up his on-track performances to hope he can still have a shot at a championship with the third best average finish of 12.5. He's willing to do anything else that desires him for more tremendous success. Therefore, he should have 1 or 2 wins by the start of the playoffs. Number 15, Alex Bowman. Like the Melon, Bowman has his own moments apart from Daytona, Bristol, and Dover. He's been sneaking through top 10s for some time and is known to conserve tires throughout the races when it degrades a lot of tire wear. He's the 4th best Hendrick driver out there, but that doesn't sum up once he got up to speed after a dreadful 2023 season campaign. As things stand, Bowman will try to impress others with his capability and grab the headlines. He deserves to fight against adversity. He has 4 top 5s and 10 top 10s, rounding out his mid-season charge for a playoff spot. Number 14, Nick Sanchez. Sanchez is mighty impressive when speaking of him. He's no stranger to winning, as he got up to speed in the first half of the season, and it showcased his accomplishments with the 2 biggest races of the truck season, Daytona and Charlotte. Sanchez said he wants to win 5 races over the season so that his championship shines above the rest. He's currently halfway there as far as it progresses, with 7 top 5s and 9 top 10s. He's the only driver other than Tanner Gray to not have a DNF and strengthen his numbers of top 20s. If he wants to show he's a real competitor, he's gotta earn it more than Eckes, Heim, and a couple other favorites before it stagnates. Number 13, Chris Buescher. He has been a close threat to winning races so far this season, which is clearly shown in his resume. RFK equipment has stepped up more to achieve overwhelmingly positive results in his favor. However, heartbreaking moments such as Kansas, Darlington, and maybe Sonoma were in the mix. Buescher has accumulated 3 top 5s and 7 top 10s throughout the season. It's all or nothing for Buescher to step it up, as it awaits him in victory lane. Number 12, Ryan Blaney. The defending champion of the Cup Series has gone through some tough luck throughout this first half of the season, despite being the best of the Ford bunch before Keselowski won the race at Darlington. We all know Blaney will need a comeback run in the second half of the season before it's too late. He's going to need a championship resurgence right in his own eyes. Pursuing excellence and integrity could be extremely important in his own favor. So far, he has a win, 5 top 5s, and 7 top 10s on the board. Number 11, Tyler Reddick. With his only win of the season at Talladega, there are a couple more suitable races ahead of him to take the checkered flag first. He definitely has improved from last season in 2311 equipment. Even though Reddick has unleashed the beast to set himself up as the dark horse for the championship hunt, it wouldn't be easy either, as he'll face other competitors scrambling around for position and not feel guilty about the situation he's currently in. This will be an essential task for him and the whole team to not screw themselves up in anticipation of the summer months. He has an average finish of 13.5 with 6 top 5s and 10 top 10s, similar to Byron's standards, but off by 1 spot. Number 10, Ty Gibbs. If you look closely at his statistics compared to last season, he has built his own reputation to grow and mature as a racing driver who never stops dreaming of more glory and success. Ty Gibbs is determined to be that guy who never shies away from the exhilaration of speed and commitment to excellence. He's running under his grandfather's equipment to ensure that no matter what it takes, he can carry the torch of what he's all about on track and off track. Nonetheless, a proven exceptional talent, here to prove the Gibbs family is an everlasting legacy for NASCAR. Number 9, Christopher Bell. Heading to the mid-season, Bell looks forward to making some noise and is definitely a championship threat when time rolls out. You've seen how much momentum he can bring in the last few years. Despite the circumstances, with an average finish of 14.9, 5 top 5s, and 10 top 10s, this has been a roller coaster season for him. But now that he has a couple of wins in the regular season, he could excel more upon that before the playoffs start. Number 8, Justin Allgaier. Like Sam Mayer, he had a tough start to this season's campaign and hasn't shaken things off for quite some time. His only win of the season at Darlington compared to his 2024 expectations is unforgivably dramatic and heartbreaking in some form. Count all of the unluckiest moments in this season and you'll definitely tell that Allgaier has been superior in most of these ovals given his veteran experience. An average finish of 15.6, 4 top 5s, and 7 top 10s does not reflect that on paper. He has the most laps led in the entire first half of the season, 487. Number 7. William Byron. Byron's season continues to rack up wins in the early column of the season. However, things have faltered and are starting to plague him in several tracks, and he struggles to replicate results similar to last year. More bad news could deteriorate things further as Byron tries to put it together with positive results over the summer stretch. Nevertheless, you wouldn't count him out either, as he's one of the championship favorites as he stands with an average finish of 12.5. Number 6. Brad Keselowski. Keselowski is the top dog of Ford this season at the moment. He finally has a win in the bag at Darlington to secure himself in the playoffs at the majority of the races, searching for a victory for the past couple of seasons. His equipment has challenged tribulations and trials to overcome the obstacles he has to work for. With the same top 5s and 10s as Chase Allen, he has an average finish of 13.2 and is competent enough to capitalize on what Ford is missing to push beyond the limits of the dark horse. Number 5. Martin Truex Jr. MTJ is retiring this season after a fairy tale story, coming up through the ladders of winning mid-pack to a championship caliber driver throughout his Cup Series campaign. Undoubtedly, the crowd will cheer him on before the Phoenix sunsets. He has the utmost respect for all of the Cup drivers out there. Whether you like or dislike him on or off track, he'll be sorely missed by everyone who understands this is the final full-time Cup season under his belt. He can close out his tenure at JGR with 1 or 2 wins. Who knows what's next for MTJ's future. Number 4. Corey Heim. Last season, this driver was definitely the most consistent, deserving championship contender who ought to become a champion. That didn't pan out well for him. This season, he wants to make another overwhelming statement for others who are chasing him for the title. Like Denny Hamlin, he ain't messing around when it's Heim time. Winning is in his DNA with Fordham at Cola, Kansas, North Wilkesboro, and Gateway. Heim's average finish is a 5.0 without the disqualification in Charlotte. Otherwise, it's a 7.8 on the board. Nothing can stop his momentum race by race before it gets tougher against his rivals. Number 3. Denny Hamlin. Hamlin has some unfinished business when it comes to claiming his championship titles. You'll only know when he's going to get one, or once he wheels in one by one. He has won some crown jewel races over his tenure with JGR, with the Brickyard 400 being the only missing trophy in his collection. With the mid-season coming up for him, he has the best opportunity to steal some playoff points and regain that magic feeling before the playoffs go underway. Will this be Hamlin's best shot for regular season and championship titles? Who knows when that's the case. Number 2. Chase Elliott. Sometimes he is quietly consistent outside the top 5 or 10 even. Elliott has re-established himself as a championship threat heading to the mid-season. So far, all the races have no DNFs, just 7 top 5s, 9 top 10s, and an average finish of 9.1. Additionally, he's the most consistent driver to contend with, despite his teammates being on a similar level. Texas is his only win of the season since his snowboard injury back last year. Elliott is ready to ensure he is aware and capable enough to handle the pressure within the summer stretch. Here are some honorable mentions before we move on to the last one. Connor Zilch, Jesse Love, Willem Sowalish, Chandler Smith, Roger Caruth, and many more. Finally, our number 1 pick, Kyle Larson. Currently, he is the best driver in the NASCAR field, and this is self-explanatory as he never gives up week after week, spending time racing everywhere around America. Late models, open wheels, sprint cars, and stock cars remain under his racing DNA. He can maximize the car's limits throughout the season despite missing out on the Coke 600 for his expected double duty after rain affected his run. Larson has the most laps led out of everyone in the Cup with 754, while having the most playoff points with 23. This can be Larson's chance to reassert himself as the title favorite heading to the middle portion of the Cup schedule. If he only makes a few silly mistakes, unlike last season. Well, that wraps up the top 20 in our mid-season report. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.